What if one of the biggest causes of aging is not your hormones, not inflammation, not even your genes, but damage occurring inside the tiny power plants that generate energy for every cell in your body? Today, we're discussing SS-31, also known as Elamipretide, a mitochondrial peptide that has spent years in clinical development and may represent one of the most significant, scientifically advanced interventions ever created to target mitochondrial dysfunction directly. Unlike supplements, the claims to support mitochondria, SS-31, was scientifically engineered to enter mitochondria and repair one of the most important structures in cellular energy production. Let's dive in. Why mitochondria matter? Every cell in your body requires energy. That energy comes primarily from mitochondria. These structures generate ATP, the energy currency that powers movement, cognition, immune functions, tissue repair, and virtually every process required for life. As we age, ATP production goes down, declines. Oxidative stress goes up. Recovery slows down. Muscle function deteriorates. Fatigue increases. One of the strongest theories of aging is that mitochondrial dysfunction sits near the center of the aging process itself. If that's true, protecting mitochondria becomes one of the most powerful longevity strategies available. The Cardiolipin Discovery. To understand SS-31, we need to understand cardiolipin. Cardiolipin is a unique phospholipid located in the inner mitochondrial membrane. Right there. Think of it as structural scaffolding that helps maintain the integrity of the mitochondrial machinery, like it protects the capsule, right? When cardiolipin becomes damaged, electron transport efficiency drops, ATP production falls, reactive oxygen species increase, cellular signaling deteriorates. This creates a vicious cycle of mitochondrial decline. Powerhouse, battery is just going down. SS-31 was specifically designed to bind cardiolipin. This is what makes the difference. It's a synthetic tetrapeptide. Unlike many compounds that indirectly affect mitochondria, SS-31 selectively accumulates within the mitochondria. Once there, it binds cardiolipin, stabilizes mitochondrial membranes. It seals the membrane, improves the electron transport chain efficiency, reduces oxidative stress, supports ATP production. Like it's a cylinder. Like if you had a cylinder that isn't sealed, it can't make power, right? It can't make power. It's probably a bad example. A battery that's leaking, it's not able to process power and becomes more inefficiently. So every cell has this. And if this happens to every cell, we got decline in everything. And the body just starts to over ramp everything to try to compensate. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? So the mitochondria has to work harder instead. It helps damaged mitochondria function more efficiently. Think repair rather than stimulation. One reason SS-30 stands apart from many longevity compounds is the amount of human research clinical trials have evaluated. Heart failure, mitochondrial myopathies, age-related muscle decline, dry age-related macular degeneration, rare mitochondrial diseases. While not every endpoint has met regulatory approval standards, several studies demonstrated improvements in exercise tolerance, muscle performance, fatigue markers, mitochondrial function. This places SS-31 amongst the most clinically investigated mitochondrial therapies currently available. One area receiving enormous attention is skeletal muscle. As we age, mitochondria becomes less efficient. Recovery worsens. Muscle quality declines. We know this. That's why we train the way we train. Researchers have observed that SS-31 can improve mitochondrial energetics in aging muscles. This has led many scientists to review mitochondrial dysfunction as a treatable component of sarcopenia. This is a major shift in thinking. So let's talk about the heart connection. The heart contains more mitochondria than almost any organ in the body. Every heartbeat requires enormous energy production. When mitochondrial dysfunction or function declines, cardiac performance can suffer. SS-31 has been studied extensively in cardiovascular disease models because improving mitochondrial efficiency may help preserve cardiac function. There remains one of the most exciting areas of investigation, SS-31 versus NAD+. A question I hear frequently. Should I do NA+ infusions, right? Or SS-31? My answer is straightforward. They are not addressing the same target. NAD+ attempts to support energy metabolism. SS-31 directly targets mitochondrial membrane integrity. In many cases, membrane dysfunction may be the deeper problem. If mitochondria are structurally compromised, simply increasing substrate availability may not solve the issue. SS-31 versus MOTS-c. Before I continue, I want to also say NAD+ infused, whatever, has proven, because it's a big molecule, to increase levels in blood, right? Levels in our body, but not intercellular levels. So it's not significant. Added note. I've talked about this many times. Look at my NAD NMN episode. Okay, SS-33 versus MOTS-c. You hear a lot of times these put together. This is where it gets interesting. MOTS-c acts as a signaling peptide. It influences metabolic flexibility, insulin sensitivity, exercise adaptation. SS-31 acts differently. It focuses on mitochondrial structure and function. My general framework. MOTS-c often comes first, almost always, right? SS-31 becomes specifically attractive when mitochondrial dysfunction is already present or suspected. Not if it isn't. So MOTS-c signals. If that signal is weak, then you hit the SS-31. These peptides may ultimately prove complementary rather than competitive. So who's going to benefit? Research is ongoing, but populations of interest include older adults, individual with chronic fatigue, metabolic dysfunction, mitochondrial disorders, age-related muscle decline, cardiovascular disease. More studies are needed before definite conclusions can be made, but enough studies have already been done. This is an FDA-approved peptide, one of the only ones. For years, longevity medicine focuses on hormones, antioxidants, and supplements. And let me tell you, hormones are key, right? They're the base. Okay. SS-31 represents something different, a direct attempt to repair mitochondrial function at one of the most fundamental levels of cellular biology. Whether it ultimately becomes a widely approved therapeutic system remains to be seen, but it's already approved. But from a scientific perspective, SS-31 has earned serious attention, and if mitochondrial dysfunction truly sits near the center of aging, peptides like SS-31 may become interestingly important in the years ahead. Subscribe, ring the bell notification. We're going.